All right, joining me now is Congressman Buddy Carter from Georgia. Congressman, good to have you with us. So I'm curious about the Federal Workers Union here. How big of a deal is this that they're calling on the Democrats to basically surrender?
I think it's a very big deal, and I think it's about time they called on the Democrats. 13 times, John Ossoff, Chuck Schumer, and the Democrats in the Senate have voted against a clean continuing CR that we passed in the House over a month ago. None of this is necessary, and all they're doing in the Senate Democrats, all they're doing is holding our troops, holding our citizens, our federal workers hostage in order to try to get health care benefits for illegal immigrants. And that's not going to happen. And it's despicable that they would hold our troops, that they would hold programs such as SNAP, programs such as WIC hostage in order to get this.
So I want to play some audio here. This is from C-SPAN, a Washington Journal. A former federal worker identifies as a Democrat, and here's what she had to say.
I'm, a retired federal worker, and I hear people talking about, the president needs to get involved, and the Democrats are saying this, and Republicans are saying this. This is the truth. The Democrats, and I'm a Democrat, are the ones that actually, in the Senate side, shut down the government. We're about to have people without food come, November 1st, which is the end of this week. And that's ridiculous. It is not worth it.
Congressman, are the Democrats just willing to lose their entire party over this?
I don't know if they're willing to, but they're fixing to. And you just heard that from a Democrat. And I can't blame her one bit, because there is no question about whose fault this is. This is a shutdown that was instigated by Chuck Schumer, John Ossoff, and the Senate Democrats in order to reverse what we did in the Working Families Tax Cuts Act. And what did we do? No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, less tax on Social Security, increased child care tax credit, and also, and most importantly, making sure that illegal immigrants are not going to be on Medicaid. That's what we said, and that's what they're trying to reverse. They want to give health care benefits to illegal immigrants. They want to spend $1.5 trillion of hard-earned taxpayers' money in mandatory spending when we just exceeded $38 trillion in debt in this country.
I want to talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene for a moment, because she says it's the Republicans that need to step up and deal with the Obamacare crisis. Writing this on X, Democrats created this nightmare 15 years ago, then made it worse in 2021 by extending ACA tax credits that are now expiring. I find it unacceptable that Republicans are sitting on the sidelines and doing nothing to fix this healthcare disaster that is leading many Americans into financial ruin. How do you respond to Congresswoman Greene?
Well, I think she got part of it right, and that is that the Democrats created this mess with the ACA. They've ruined health care in this country, and there's no question about that. It is not the Affordable Care Act. It's the Unaffordable Care Act. Marjorie's right. We have said we're willing to negotiate on these subsidies, the ones that are expiring. Remember, these subsidies that we're talking about here and the ones that the Democrats want to negotiate on were set up when the pandemic began, and the Democrats intended for them to end when the pandemic ended. Well, the pandemic's over with. Now we understand that premiums are going up and that people are having sticker shock. So, yeah, we're willing to negotiate with that, but you got to open the government first. You cannot hold our troops. You cannot hold our women, infants, and children and SNAP recipients. You cannot hold them hostage in order to get something that's not going to happen, and that is health care benefits for illegal immigrants.
All right, Congressman Buddy Carter, good to have you with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well,